So as you may know, I'm living out of a carry-on sized bag since a few years now, and one of the hardest categories for me to figure out was nail care. I mean, I usually keep my nails rather short and they're low maintenance, but still I need a few tools to get them done. And those tools for nail care and TSA and airport security usually don't mix very well because most normal tools are very pointy and sharp. So for the longest time, I just risked it and traveled with things like this. And if they took it away from me, then I just repurchased it at my destination. But I think that's quite a waste. And also sometimes it's surprisingly difficult to find decent tools in remote destinations. So I was really looking for alternatives that are more travel friendly for years. And I like to think I was successful in my search. So I wanted to make a quick video to show you which tools I bring now. And I have already successfully traveled with them all over Europe and in the USA and in South America without any problems. To cut my fingernails, I use nail clippers, and they're rather TSA friendly. I have already been traveling with them since years without any trouble. The only time they took them away from me was when they had like an integrated nail file that was too pointy, but other than that, nail clippers seem to be very TSA friendly. So the one that I travel with is this tiny one from Victorinox, and I'm really in love with it. It's super lightweight. When I weighed it the other day, it was 13 grams. It's super packable and it's extremely sharp. So when not in use, it folds down to this small thing, and when I want to use it, I just flip this over and I have my nail clipper. And with them, I never really ran into any problems. Now, the next part of my nail care routine is that I usually push back the cuticles and I also cut them off. And that was actually the hardest tool to find for a long time, because for some reason, the cuticle pushers like this, they always have this pointy end on the other side. And this pointy end, as you may imagine, does not go very well with airport security. And once I pushed back the skin around my nails, I usually cut it off and I use one of those V-shaped knives. And with them, I never had any problems with TSA. As you can see, it even has a cuticle pusher on the other side, but this one is out of plastic and just doesn't do it for me. So after searching for a long time, I finally came across the perfect tool for my use case, because it has the cuticle pusher on one side and the little V-shaped knife on the other side. And one would think that usually people use this combination together more often, but it seems to be very rare. So it actually saves me space, because now I have both tools in one thing, and I also never ran into problems with the airport security anymore. The next thing that's not part of my routine are nail files. And I cannot stand nail files. I cannot stand the way they feel. I cannot stand the sound. It really makes my teeth itch, as stupid as it sounds. So I just cut my nails as neatly as possible and then just live with it. Evan, on the other hand, he travels with a nail file, and he has this extremely small one, a foldable one from Feilring, Germany, I think. So you can unfold it, and even though it has a pointy end, he's already traveling with it since a few years. So I'm a little bit surprised that they never took it away from him, but other than that, all those rounded files should not be a problem at all. So next, let's talk about toenails, and I am honestly extremely jealous of everybody who manages to cut his toenails with nail clippers, because I'm just way too clumsy for that. I really need to cut it with scissors. And scissors and airport security are actually not that big of a problem. I'm traveling successfully with this pair since 5 years now already. The only thing you need to look out for is that the length of the blade, so from the hinge to the top, is not longer than 6 centimeters or 4 inches, I think. As you can see, mine is way smaller, and it also needs to have a rounded tip in the front. And Everson has very similar ones from mine. The only difference is that his are actually foldable, so they pack down even smaller than mine. So the 3 things that I always travel with to get everything done is my small nail clipper, is my little combination thing with the cuticle pusher and the cuticle knife, and my little scissors. And with those 3 things, I can get all my nail care done, and I never ran into any troubles with TSA or airport security. So at the end of the day, it's always a little bit up to the airport security, but honestly, if they would take it away, I would just repurchase the exact 3 items, again, because they are not very expensive and very useful. If you want to see more behind the scenes or what I'm up to day in, day out, consider subscribing to my monthly newsletter. I will have the link below. And other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!